Before this, we have a golden rule of personal, real, nominal. So just understand what is balance sheet. So as I told you in the profit and loss account, recurring, non-recurring. So these are very important. Please take screenshot and save it carefully. You have invested 1 lakh in your business. After investing, maybe for your personal medical expenses, hello everyone, I am your Adarsh sir, lecturer in Vidhyaashram PU College, the Temple of Excellence. So we are in the third session of your topic called Financial Statement 2. So in Financial Statement 2, it is a combination of three things: trading account, profit and loss, as well as balance sheet. In session 1, we learned what do you mean by trading account along with format. In the second session, we learned what do you mean by profit and loss account. And also we learned the format of profit and loss account. It is nothing but the continuation of trading account. Now, and the last part is balance sheet. So, even though you have done trading, you have done profit and loss account. Whether your problem is correct or wrong, how do you get to know? With the help of balance sheet. If balance sheet get tallied, means the 90% your problem is correct. I cannot say that 100%. Even though your problem is wrong, you can tally your balance sheet. So, but along with proper concept and proper format, if you tally your balance sheet, then 100% your problem is correct. Now, so today we will learn what do you mean by balance sheet and what is the format of balance sheet. And once we done with balance sheet, we will go for adjustments. As I told you, what is the difference between financial statement 1 and financial statement 2? Financial statement 1 are simple problems without adjustments. Financial statement 2 are problems with adjustment. We'll go for balance sheet first, then we'll move for adjustments. Balance sheet. Balance sheet is the last step of final accounts. So we have 3 steps, 1, 2, 3. This is the third step of your final accounts. Now, balance sheet is a statement, not an account. So always remember, we don't call it balance sheet as an account. For trading, we call it as trading account. For profit and loss, we call it as profit and loss account. But we never call balance sheet as account. So we never call it as balance sheet account. It is always balance sheet statement. Clear? Yes. Why? Because we don't consider anything which is revenue nature. We consider only capital nature. Now, thus, it has no debit and credit side. In the trading and P&L account, whatever we did like debit side and credit side. But in balance sheet, there is no debit or credit. We call it as liabilities and assets. Now, balance sheet has debit and credit side. It is prepared after. There is no debit and credit, but it has debit side and credit side. The debit side will be liability and credit side will be asset. Now, after ascertaining net profit and net loss from the profit and loss account, first we'll prepare trading account. Once you're done with trading account, we'll go to balance profit and loss account. Once you're done with profit and loss account, whatever profit you earn, that will be transferred to balance sheet. It is a summary of personal account and real account. What do you mean by personal account? Name of the person, institution. So before this, we have a golden rule of personal, real, nominal. Nominal means like whatever you have prepared profit and loss account, all comes under nominal account. Personal and real, like your assets, your debtors, creditors, all comes under personal as well as real account. Now, It is a summary of the personal account and real account having debit and credit balances. Hope you are clear with all this concept. So you will not get even 1 or 2 mark question saying that what do you mean by balance sheet. It is just for your understanding purpose. Now, so this will be your format. As I told you, there is no debit as well as credit. The to and by concept will not apply for balance sheet. That particular amount also will not apply for balance sheet. So whatever balance sheet we are doing, it is a sole proprietor, individual company balance sheet. Now, so why? Because if you do the balance sheet of company, it will be in the vertical format. It is not in horizontal format. We have to put note number like schedules and we have to prepare. For your 11th or first PUC, so you will get horizontal format. So it is easy to prepare under horizontal format. Now, liabilities amount, assets amount. So whatever things comes under asset and whatever things comes under liabilities, you can classify and write, or else you can write directly. Now, first one, asset. We will get fixed and non-current asset. Fixed and non-current asset. What do you mean by fixed and non-current asset? For example, whatever screen you are seeing, for example, the TV, or else the fridge, the motor vehicle, computer, all comes under fixed. So it will not change. Now, fixed asset. Under fixed asset, you may get building, furniture, like motor car. So along with this non-current asset like goodwill, patent. Goodwill and patent, remember we call it as intangible. Now, so individually I have explained you in your financial statement 1. So what is goodwill, what is patent, everything I have explained in financial statement 1. Please go back and watch those videos. Now, so patent, along with that, if there are any investment, long term, all deposit, all comes under fixed as well as non-current asset. So once if it is done, we'll write current asset. We will write current asset. What do you mean by current asset? Other than these things, everything comes under current asset. Normally, your cash and bank balance, your stock like closing stock, anything which is bills receivable, debtors, anything which is prepaid, all comes under current asset. Remember, cash and cash equivalent, then your stock means closing stock. Sometimes they give it as inventory. Sometimes they call it as inventory. Inventory and closing stock both are one and the same. Bills receivable, debtors and prepaid expenses. Any expenses you paid in advance, we write it under balance sheet. Clear? Yes. These are the asset side of your balance sheet. Hope you're clear. Now, so once if it is done, we'll go to liability side. Liability side is very important. Asset side, we have only 2 classification, fixed and non-current and current. Under fixed asset, you remember these things. Other than these things, everything comes under current asset. Current asset, normally you will get cash, stock, bills receivable, debtors and prepaid. These are generally you will get it from every problem. Every problem you will find these kind of items. Now, we'll come to liability. While preparing liability, remember, first you have to start with your capital. So some amount you have invested. Your investment we call it as capital. For your capital you should add. In case you got net profit, so this you have to take it from profit and loss account. In profit and loss account, if you got net profit, we should add to your capital. In case in your problem, in your profit and loss account, you got net loss, then you should minus. Remember, net profit add, net loss minus. Now, along with net profit, if there is interest on capital, you should add. Whatever you have invested, we call it as capital. On the capital, if the company is giving interest, we should add to your original capital value. Now, after interest, what you should minus? Yes, you have to minus drawings. You have to minus drawings. What do you mean by drawings? Drawings means, for example, you have invested 1 lakh in your business. After investing, maybe for your personal medical expenses, or else you have to pay your daughter's school fees. You have taken 20,000 from your business. That 20,000, whatever you have taken, you are spending for your daughter or you are spending for business. Yes, you are spending for your daughter's school education. Now, whatever 20,000 you have paid, you have to consider that as drawings. Clear? Whatever 20,000 you have taken out, you have to consider this as your drawing. Your personal income tax paid, or else your personal house construction charges, your personal vehicle repair charges, all comes under drawing. Don't worry about all this. They will not give you indirectly. They will give you directly the word called drawings. So if they give drawings, simple, come to balance sheet, minus from your capital. Now, what is your capital? Simple. Whatever given in the question as a capital, you should take capital plus net profit plus interest on capital minus drawings. These are the concept for calculation. Hope you are clear. Now, so whatever answer you will get, you have to mention. Once if it is done, rest of the things, what will get? Normally you may get loans and advances. Loans and advances. You have to consider loans and advances here. Once if it is done, the next thing will be creditors. So, asset side we take debtors, the liability side we should consider creditors. Along with that, bills payable. BP means bills payable. Once if it is done, bank overdraft. Bank overdraft. So this thing individually I have explained in financial statement 1 theory classes. Please go back. If you find any doubt in this, go back and watch those videos. Now, so loans and advances, creditors, bills payable, bank overdraft. These are the major items which comes under liability. Along with this, in the adjustment, if they have given anything which is outstanding payments, you should consider. Remember, if there are any outstanding payments, you have to consider under liability. If it is prepaid, asset. If it is outstanding, liability. Liability, it is nothing but, it is not loss to the company. It is simple. Anything which is payable to outsider or anything which is payable to the owner will come under liability. In asset, so whatever properties you have, whatever net worth you have, everything which are recorded under asset side. The net worth will be recorded under asset side, and whatever outstandings are payable to the outsider as well as the proprietor will be considered under liability side. Remember, your payable and your worth, net asset worth should be always equal. So you may think that, so how come it is equal? Sometimes your payable will be more and your net worth will be less. It is impossible. It is impossible. Why? Because if you are purchasing something means you have to invest cash. It may be by your owner or it may be from outsider. Nothing is available at free of cost. Clear? Now, if you are selling some asset means you will get money that will be considered as cash. Everything will be balanced in between. Clear? Yes. If you have 1000 rupees means how much you can spend? Maximum 1000. If you want to spend more than 1000, what you will do? You will borrow from another party. Now, you have spent 1500. 1000 rupees your cash, 500 you have spent from outsiders. You have borrowed from outsiders. If you are adding 1500 means 500 you have borrowed. You have to mention that. So automatically it will balance. Why? Because without money nothing you can do. If you borrow, you have to mention. If you are investing on your own, you have to mention. If you spent, you have to mention. If you are received, you have to mention. If loan is repaid, you have to reduce. Now, I'll give you a simple example how it will get tally. Now, your cash balance. So with this example, you will understand how balance sheet will get tally. For example, you have cash worth rupees 1 lakh. How much you have cash? Worth rupees 1 lakh. Now, your loan amount is worth rupees 1 lakh. How much is your loan? 1 lakh. How much cash you have? 1 lakh. Any doubt? No doubt. Now, so what is your total? It will be 1 lakh and it will be 1 lakh. Your loan is 1 lakh, cash is 1 lakh. Now, for example, out of 1 lakh, 40,000 you have paid your loan. Again, I'll repeat. You have 1 lakh worth rupees cash. Out of 1 lakh, 40,000 you have taken from bank and you paid for loan. If you are taken 40,000 means what will be your cash? Yes, your cash balance is 60,000. You may think that, see sir, the liability is 1 lakh, asset is 60,000. No. If you are taken 40,000 and paid loan amount, out of 1 lakh, if you paid 40 means what is your loan amount? 60,000. What is the total of liability? 60. What is the total of asset? 60. Clear? Any doubt? No. One more example I will give you. Now how much you have? Liability side 60,000 and asset side 60,000. Now it is again get tallied. Yes. Now out of 60,000 you have purchased a furniture worth rupees 10,000. Again I will repeat. Out of 60,000 you have purchased a furniture worth rupees 10,000. Now if you have purchased furniture for 10,000 means your cash will become 50,000. 10,000 reduced. You may think that the liability side is 60,000 but asset side is 50. It will not get tally. No, it will get tally. How? Out of 60 you have purchased what? Furniture. What is the value of furniture? 10,000. Your furniture is 10,000. 50,000 cash, 10,000 furniture. What is the total? Again it will be 60,000. Like this your balance sheet will get tally. Why? Because whatever you spend it will be affected liability also. Whatever you repay or purchase or whatever you do it will affect within the balance sheet itself. Hope you are clear. So this is all about your balance sheet. No need to take screenshot of anything. Why? Because it is already there in your session 1 of your financial statement 1. Now, so just understand what is balance sheet. So as I told you in the profit and loss account, recurring, non-recurring. Recurring means what? Repeatedly happening. Non-recurring means occasionally will happen. So all non-recurring will come under balance sheet. Clear? Recurring will come under profit and loss account. Non-recurring, once in a year, once in 10 years, all happens, all should be considered in balance sheet. I'll give you example. Building, once in a year or once in lifetime. Furniture, once in a year. Motor car, it may be in the lifetime. Goodwill, patent, investment, everything which are not repeatedly happening. Capital investment, you will not invest every time. Your creditors, loans, bills payable, bank, everything comes under non-recurring nature. So these things will come under balance sheet. Now, once you are done with everything, you have to take a total of assets and you have to take a total of liability. Assets and liability should get tally. And also you understood how it will get tally. Clear? Yes. So this is all about the concept of balance sheet. Now, so I'll take another 5 to 10 minutes. We'll understand what is adjustments. In every problem you may get 2 to 3 adjustment. Hardly there are 6 to 7 adjustment in complete financial statement 2. We will understand all those. So we will not implement those adjustments now. We'll implement at the time of problem. Adjustment number 1, 2 and 3. In detail I will not go. Just I'll explain you if you find this kind of adjustment how to write, because if I explain you now also you will not understand. If you see the question, then you will understand how to do this. So from the next session we'll do complete 12 marks problem. In that complete 12 marks problem I'll explain you how to take all this adjustment. But before that I'll give you a brief introduction about all these adjustments. Now first we'll go for depreciation charged on asset. So in your question paper, if you find this adjustment like depreciation charged on asset, how do you take? And also one more thing, remember, make a note. This is very important. All adjustments should take twice. This is very, very, very important. If they have given 4 adjustments we have to take 2 times, twice. So we will not consider 1 time. Like salary they have given 5,000. We go to profit and loss account, we write salary 5,000. No. But adjustment, if they have given outstanding salary, we have to take it twice. If they give 10 adjustment, all 10 adjustment we have to take it twice. Normally you will get maximum 3 to 4 adjustment for each problem. So adjustment while doing problem, always remember you have taken twice or once. You should take twice, then only your problem will get tally. Now there is an important note. Now first one, if you find the adjustment called depreciation on asset, like depreciation on building, depreciation on motor car, depreciation on furniture, depreciation on machinery. If you find this, how to calculate? Simple. If they have given 10%, calculate 10% and write down. Those calculation will do at the time of solving problem. Now, if you find depreciation, you should consider first one, profit and loss account add. Remember, profit and loss account add 1 time. Second time where you will take, yes, the second time balance sheet asset minus. If the depreciation on furniture, from furniture you should minus. If the depreciation on building, from building you have to minus. Clear? You understand only this much. The concept and the calculation will understand while doing problem. So if you find depreciation twice, you have to consider. One will be profit and loss account add, balance sheet asset side minus. Clear? Yes. Now the second one, bad debts are reserves or provisions. In your question paper they may give you Bad debts 10% on debtors, reserve 10% on debtors, provisions 10% on debtors. It is not mandatory that they should give 10%. It may be 5%, 20%, whatever it may be. If you find the bad debts, reserve, provision, whatever it may be, you have to consider on debtors. How to calculate? Simple. Same logic, same logic. First will be profit and loss account, add. Second one, balance sheet, asset side, minus. Same concept, whatever we did for the asset, same thing. But in balance sheet asset side, from debtors you have to minus. Balance sheet asset side, from debtors you have to minus. Now, expenses prepaid, any expenses prepaid like salary prepaid, rent prepaid, or stationery prepaid, electricity bill prepaid, audit fees prepaid, postage and stationery prepaid, rent prepaid, any prepaid they have given. Simple. First one will be profit and loss or trading account. In this, you have to minus. If it is wages prepaid in the trading, you have to minus. Salary prepaid in the profit and loss account, you have to minus. How to minus? Go to salary, minus. Go to wages, minus. Clear? Yes. Now, come to second one. Second thing will be, if it is prepaid, balance sheet, asset side, you should add. If it is prepaid, then you should minus from P&L or trading, and again you should add in balance sheet, asset side. Clear? Yes. So this is all about first, second and third of your adjustment. Please take a screenshot of this thing. Very, very, very important. While doing every problem, you should keep this screenshot. So it will be easy. It is nothing but the mantra for your financial statement too. Without this, you cannot solve any problem. So these are very, very, very important. Please take screenshot and save it carefully. Now we'll go for the last one. So these are the last three adjustment for your calculation. Now, first one, closing stock. So without closing stock, your problem will not end only. Why? Because every problem you will get one adjustment that is called closing stock. In your adjustment column, the first point will be closing stock. Now, so where will come this closing stock? Two times it will come. That first time it will be trading account, credit side. It is always add only because directly you will write closing stock, trading account, credit side. And one more effect. So it will be balance sheet, asset. Here also it is add. So one will be trading account debit side, add, and one more will be your balance sheet asset side, add. Both the thing you have to consider. This is very important. Why? Because every problem you have this adjustment, closing stock. Remember, if you find closing stock, one is trading account credit side as per the format, another one is balance sheet asset side as per the format. Sometimes they will give it as inventory. Inventory and closing stock both are same. Then interest on investment. Normally, if it is income or expenditure, normally it is nothing but income. So assume that it is income. Then it will be first effect, profit and loss account, credit side, and profit and loss account, credit side. You have taken interest add this interest amount also. Then one more effect, it will be your balance sheet asset. Here also add. So one effect will be your P&L account, another effect will be your balance sheet asset. We are assuming this as income. If it is expenditure, ulta. Again I will repeat, we are assuming interest on investment means it is a income. Sometimes you have to pay. So you have taken investment from somebody, you have to pay. Then it will be your P&L debit and balance sheet liability. 99% you will not collect investment, you will make investment. So it will be income for you. P&L account credit side add and balance sheet asset also add. Hope you are clear. Now the last one, outstanding expenses. Easy. Profit and loss account or trading account. In this you should add. So why it is P&L or trading means, if they give outstanding wages, you should add in trading account. If they give outstanding salary, it should be in P&L. If it is outstanding rent, P&L. Outstanding carriage inward, trading. You know the format. If it is given on carriage inward comes where? P&L or trading? Trading account. So it will affect trading. Rent, P&L. Salary, P&L. Insurance, P&L. Audit fees, P&L. Postage, P&L. Any outstanding for those expenses will come under profit and loss account. Now, once if it is done, what will come under credit side? Profit and loss and trading account, it should be add, and one more effect will be balance sheet liability. Again, this one is add. Remember, balance sheet liability we should add. Clear? Yes. Again, I'll go out of the screen. This is also very important. Total we have 6 adjustment. Every problem will get 3 to 4. Out of 4, you will get out of 6 only will get 3 or 4. So please take screenshot of this. So this is all about your today's session. We done with what is balance sheet and its format, and we understood how balance sheet will get tally. Once if it is done, we'll go to what? Adjustment. There are total 6 adjustments are there. We have to take all 6 adjustments. So if you learn those adjustments, it is easy to solve any problem. From the next session, we'll go for 12 marks problem. Before that, you watch all 3 videos or all 3 sessions. Then it will be easy to calculate any number of problems. Easy to solve any number of problems. So I'll end this session with the saying that learn concept and earn marks.